What's up, guys? Jordan from Skateboarding here, and this lighting, it's terrible, but can't find another spot, so we're working with it. Um, Also, there's like probably wind and like car noises. It's because I'm directly next to a four-way stop, and it's fall, so it's kind of windy. Um, Anyways, guys, I'm here. I'm gonna be giving you guys 5 tips for beginner skateboarders or people that just picked up a board. You know, um, I'm still considered a beginner. I mean, I've been skating for 2 years, but there's a lot of people who've been skating for like 10 plus. So, I'm like a little baby compared to them. So, but for you guys, I can help you out. Um, and, I have a lot of friends recently that have gotten into skateboarding, not to brag, but it's probably because of me. For example, Michael, if you know him, he's going to buy a board. And, a few other people who I'm trying to get to take the leap and buy a board because it is 100% worth it. I mean, this thing right here, this thing's my baby. Um, so, it's definitely worth the investment. So the first tip is going to be don't be hard on yourself. Everyone progresses at different rates. Just have fun. Don't make skateboarding feel like a job or you want to enjoy skateboarding. You don't want to do anything to make it feel like you don't want it to basically what I'm trying to say is you don't want it to not be fun anymore. Me personally, I was very hard on myself. Um, I pretend to progress very slow. Like for example, I've been skating for 2 years, and I still can't kickflip. I can do it sometimes in grass, but I cannot do it on concrete, and that's kind of embarrassing for me. But I have other strengths that I'm pretty good at. For example, like I'm pretty good about just riding my board around, and other trick types that don't involve flipping your board, I'm decent at. So I just gotta look and focus on my strengths and not my weaknesses. It helps a lot. My second tip is going to be to skate with friends if you can. If you have other friends that skateboard, I highly recommend that you skate with them because it's going to A, make you have more fun, and 2, most likely make you progress faster, especially if you're skating with someone that's like miles better than you because it's really going to push you. But also, you guys know Josh. Me and him started skating at the same time, and I do think he's a little bit better than me, but we're kind of like at the same level, like at progression wise, like we're trying the same tricks at the same time, and we can kind of hype each other up. We do need to skate more often though. I don't know why we don't. We just need to skate more because it definitely helps me a lot. Also, just improves morale. The third tip is going to be most everything in skateboarding is a personal preference. It doesn't really matter what board size you skate. I mean, I wouldn't skate a 9. That's a bit out there. Sorry if you guys can hear the wind. Also, wheel size. Again, probably wouldn't skate 60 millimeter. Those are huge. Probably wouldn't skate like 40 something. I don't even know if they make those. Those would be tiny. It really doesn't matter. You'll get used to whatever you're skating pretty fast. Now later on, you might have it might matter because you have built that personal preference, but especially when you're first starting, it really doesn't matter because you're just going to get used to whatever you start with. Now I skate 8 still. That's what I started with. Been skating for 2 years, haven't really changed. I have changed wheel sizes and truck companies and stuff a couple times. I'm just trying to test out different things. I've also tried different deck brands. Also, especially when you first start, wood is wood. Decks don't really matter that much. Now, when you start trying tricks and gaps and stuff, you want a stronger board. That's different. But when you first start, it really doesn't matter. They will wear out, so it's not like they're going to last forever anyway. That's not realistic. So just be expecting, boards to break and stuff like that. Skateboarding is a pretty expensive hobby, but it is worth every penny in my mind. I would recommend if you're first starting. Do you mind? I'm kind of trying to film here. I would recommend starting with like an 8, or if you're a bigger guy or girl, 8.25 is a good size. I wouldn't really recommend 7.75. A lot of people start there, but that's really skinny. You get to flip your board faster, but like a lot less room to be comfortably on there. So I definitely recommend like an 8 or an 8.25. And then wheel size, like 53 is pretty good. That's what I'm currently skating now. And like I said, brands don't really matter. It doesn't really matter. So don't let anyone tell you that it does. There's like die-hard like Spitfire fans, die-hard Bone fans. You know, it's different people have different preferences. Okay. The fourth tip is going to be don't follow trends. It's a big mistake. Like, okay, now if it's something like wearing camo pants, like, of course, that's not going to affect your skating. But, like, there was a trend a while back of people popping off their bearing caps, like, popping off, like, let me just show you if you don't know what that is. Like, popping off, you see the red right there? You probably can't, but under that bolt is a bearing cap, and that, like, hides the balls and the bearings. And that would just make stuff get in there. A lot of people say it makes it faster, but it really doesn't. It's just stupid. Don't do that. Or just any trends like throwing your board around for like a skate edit. It's not worth it. I mean, I did just throw my... I guess I can't really speak on that. But just don't follow trends. It's a mistake. The fifth and final tip is going to be is way more specific, but it saved me many times. When you are approaching a crack or a pebble, and let's say you can't ollie yet, the best thing to do is, or you could jump off if you're comfortable with that, but the best thing you can do is like lean back and brace for impact. Like bend your knees and lean back. That way, if you get thrown, you're more prepared. Also, extending on that, learn how to fall. That sounds really weird, but you kind of learn it naturally, but I think learning it just from the start would be really beneficial. You can kind of learn to like roll things out so that you don't hurt yourself as bad, because you're going to get hurt skating. You're going to get scrapes, you're going to get bruises. It's really going to suck starting off, honestly. But once you get there, you're good. That car needs some new brakes. I think I might buy that and do some new brakes. That car interrupted my videos and junk. Alright, so this is kind of like a bonus tip. Like I said earlier, don't let anyone influence you. We all have personal preferences. If you want to wear a helmet, wear a helmet. Be smart. Be safe. Okay? Wear pads if you want to. Most people are really chill and not going to judge you. A lot of people will, but that's just life. People are jerks. It happens. But if you feel safer, more confident with a helmet, wear a helmet. I don't personally, just because I have a glandular problem. I sweat a lot. Which is a really dumb reason to not protect my life, I know. But that's my phone. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like, maybe even subscribe. You guys have a good day.